Hello everybody and welcome to another amazing Gentleman's Gang stream. Tonight's brought to you by me, John. Still getting the game open. Been working on a couple dozen other things at the same time. You know how I do. Kristen should be joining in before too long. I'm actually a little surprised she's not already here, but you know what? It's okay. Hey, we're in. And hop into the game proper. Alright. There we go. We're in. That's good. Oh, that's right, I'm still in cheat mode. Not cheat mode. This is gonna hurt. It hurt. But not too much. Huh. She hasn't found it yet. Good. Don't tell her. Alright, so eventually I need to do do something with those. Actually, how far did she get with the changing out of that? Let's see. Really? Interesting. Alright, so not very far. Just basically the first portion and a little bit around the corner. Eventually I'm gonna need to put in the door here, but I'm gonna wait until down here is done first for somewhat obvious reasons, because I don't want to have to like jump down there a ton. Alright, what else? I need up. Oh, nope. Nothing up there. Because this is all basically done. Alright, so what I need to do up here is I need to put basically parapets up there. But that can be a later thing. And I should do the door, but, you know, that also needs to be a later thing. Alright. I don't really know what I want to do with this. I need more, need 2 more picks and a shovel. 2 more picks and 2 shovels. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2. That gives me 4. That should be accurate, actually. Alright, and there we go. That worked. Okay. Now we can go. Oh. And of course it starts turning dark as soon as I walk over here. But hopefully I'll stay mostly not dead. Because that would be nice. I don't really want to be dead. It's kind of a pain. I mean, both in the literal sense of pain, but also in the sense of then I have to go and get my stuff back, and it's just kind of obnoxious. Alright. She might have fallen asleep. It is technically possible. She did have an early day today. Speaking of, I'm actually going to have an early day tomorrow. Or today, depending on how you count these things. I am going to be streaming tomorrow, early-ish. I'm gonna start another stream up on my solo channel. That's right, that would be twitch.tv/Kasanmoor, Kasanmoor. I'm gonna be playing through Dead Cells, which should be a grand old time. But, you know, we have yet to see. Been doing a lot of work prepping for that. So, it's a new series, it's a long-term series, so I had to do a lot of art assets, but it's also on my solo channel, which means I don't have a lot of art assets in general. Hey, there's a creeper. Thank you. Took care of some of the demolition for me. I mean, it might sound like a joke, but I literally appreciate him. He did some of my job for me. Because I have to get rid of all this crappy dirt. And hey, Murray, what's up? Let me know when you're back. See, I've been doing a lot of work on asset creation and stuff. And, I mean, some of it's crap. I'll be honest. Some of my assets are crap. But, you know what? They're better than nothing, and nothing is what I had going into this because I've been a little busy with family stuff recently. That's all over now, but, well, you know, it still cut into my time. And, hey, it looks like she isn't asleep, and she is gonna join in, which would be cool. Take out this crappy diorite that I don't want. I hate all of these terrible new stone types. Die, midget. Short round. There we go. Oh, and because otherwise I'll die. There we go. Give me a second. There we go. Now she for sure knows in case she forgot or something. Okay. We keep it going. Get rid of this nasty stuff. I think I need to adjust my volume down a little. I think that's what I need to do. Yeah, I think I need to adjust the NCS volume. But I'm gonna... Here, we're gonna go there. There we go. And direct connect again. Get back in here. Is there anything killing me right now? There isn't. That's a good thing. Alright, F3. Okay, so we're square there. So there's just this weird outcropping. Turns out she isn't ready at all. Oh well. That's why she's the guest and I'm the streamer. Alright. Which is as it should be. I should always be on time and she doesn't necessarily have to be. 2 zombies, 3 zombies coming up. At least none of them are stupid babies. Ow. There we go. Pro tip. If you attack someone on the way down from a jump or any change in elevation, you perform a critical hit on them, and thus do mass damage. And mass damage is good. Always do mass damage. Hey, Kristen.
Hello.
How are you?
Pretty well, you?
Pretty well. I'm digging. Diggy, diggy hole. Digging a hole. It's nighttime. There are monsters out. I used a creeper to blow up some stuff. It was useful.
Nice. And
However, there are some skellies near me that I'm wary of.
skellies are dangerous.
They are indeed. Because they are indeed. Get it? Because R indeed sounds like R and deed, which means research and development.
Yes, it does. Are you on your way to the castle, or?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Why should I?
Oh.
It's
Well, I
daytime.
said in.
Oh. I didn't hear that. Get out of bed, you lazy bone. It's daytime. Sun's out and everything.
Really?
Yep.
Still sounds like night.
Skeletons are burning.
Nice.
Murray's here. He's just gone for a second. At least that's what he told me. If you believe that sort of thing.
Who believed him?
Diggy, diggy hole. Diggy a hole. Hey, Murray. Welcome back. How's it going?
Hey,
Excited
Mary.
to watch me mine blocks in a line. And then turn 180 degrees. And then mine blocks in a line. And then turn
Are you in
180
line?
degrees. And then mine blocks in a line. I just switched it up
Where
a
are
little
you?
for you. I turned 90 degrees and then I started mining blocks in a line. Before going back to 180 degrees and blocks in a line. Oh, 90 again. Oh, 90 again. Oh, And yeah, there we go.
Are you in the mine or are you in one of the pits?
I'm in a pit. But now I'm not in the pit. Someone shot a spider with a bow.
Was it?
That's weird, 'cause I don't see any archers nearby. Unless there's a skeleton that just died. But it got off a shot towards me and then it did it. No, I'm not gonna go 179 degrees. That's crazy talk. FUD. I need FUD. So Murray, you're aware that I was going to do a lern2stram educational session tonight, and I was gonna. Oh, I've got a potato. I got a potato.
Nice.
Potato. Not there. So you're aware of that. However, I also said that you should change that setting so I could help you a little bit more by telling you specifically what things you should change to make your stream better. There's a distinct lack of that. So I have, as of yet, still not listened to any of your streams. So I'll help you what I can. Learn to spell. Murray, I can't help you with learn to spell. That's just too much to ask. It's a nice big... Oh, oh, oh. Ah!
What?
The world is gone. And then it's back. You got driver's ed, and you also got the lack of will to do things. That checks out. Okay. There we go. That's weird. But I will do what I can. As soon as I finish this one thing, so I can concentrate more on other stuff. Yay, we have potatoes. In a farm, no less.
Yay. Is it an inside the castle farm?
It is an inside the castle farm. I know how excited you are about that.
I actually kind of am, so I'm not quite sure what that was about.
Well, I know you prefer your outside the farm. Or outside the castle farms. I got a seedy place.
Seedy place.
A seedy place. There we go. Okay, so I'll start my
Pro 2 stram.
yeah. Alright, so although it's difficult for me to stream because the software every time I load it up requires an admin password. I'm guessing this is admin from your network. Which, because my parents have been paranoid of the internet since I was 8, will tell me. So how were you able to stream? Did they, like, walk in and do the password for you? Because, that's a little bit interesting. It's a little bit funky there. A little bit of funky business. What you doing, Kristen?
Nothing productive. What do you need?
I need diamonds.
Okay, I'll get on that.
What method are you getting on that with? You just gonna go down in the mine?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's...
Because the only other place likely to have access is a place where we don't touch the diamonds when we find them.
I mean, there's two parts of that area. There's the one that we don't touch anything, and then there's the one that we touch everything.
True.
We touch it a lot. That is unfortunate. Which I guess makes sense, considering if they're paranoid of the internet, they wouldn't be the sort to, work from home. Kind of makes sense. Alright. Well, anyways, I'll get started. So, there's a lot of ways you can stream. There's a lot of different places you can stream. There's just many different options, but each of them is separate and unique and good in its own way. So, for example, there is YouTube. You can stream on YouTube. And it's perfectly viable. It's a lot of people do it. It's got some features that I'm a little hot for, but you know, I've chosen my particular streaming community, and that's what I'm gonna stick with. So there's three main ones that I am personally aware of right now, and those are Twitch, which we're on right now, YouTube, which the stream will be up on later, and then there's Beam. Beam is its own completely different breed. It's got a very different everything. So I'll go over the upsides and downsides of each one. So YouTube has a following. YouTube has millions of people on there. I think there's something like 25 million unique video watches per day or something crazy like that. It is the hub of all video content consumption. Yep. There we go. So there's a lot of people there. That has good sides and bad sides. Good side is, you know, there's statistically always going to be someone who's going to like your stream and watch it and love it. Bad side about it is it's going to be hard to find that person because, you know, needle in a haystack, there's a billion people there. Good luck finding the one you want. And, you know, sort of to get big, you have to be big, and, you know, it's hard there. But it does have some other upsides of you can actually have multiple people streaming to the same channel and switch back and forth with things. So let's say you're playing Overwatch, and, you know, you don't want people to just see your perspective on Overwatch, because, you know, your friends Brad, Jim, and Sarah are also playing. And, you know, Sarah's doing amazingly well and you're kind of suck, but it's your channel. Well, you can have it so that they can stream to the same channel and people can switch between which views they want to watch, which is really, really cool. And I can't wait for Twitch to implement someday. But not yet. I don't understand your reference. I don't think anyone here is blind or deaf. But, you know, there's a lot of good things technologically about YouTube as well. In terms of stream delay, it's the same, about 15-20 seconds, depending on your connection to it. There's, however, a very big difference between the actual culture of it. So YouTube doesn't have a streaming culture. YouTube has a video culture. Oh, so you're saying that since we sound bad and look awful, that the blind and deaf prefer us. Gotcha. You're a jerk. Nice. Killing a monster.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I don't know why there was such a pause there, but...
Where was your mine?
Just the standard, you know, mine down to bedrock. It was in our old house.
Okay.
Careful, because at the very bottom of that is pretty much all lava. So,
oh, lovely.
Don't go to the very bottom, go a few levels up above that. At least
okay.
4 blocks higher than the very bottom. And 5 might be safer. Oh. I believe 5 to 9 is the best range to find diamonds in, technically. So, you know, it doesn't have a streaming culture, and so the chat culture is very, very different. It's more of a focus on, you know, like first and getting their own memes in and stuff, and it's hard to build a community there. Like here, you know, you might hate us and stuff, but you know, we always have, you know, Rose and you and Broius and myself are always there. And when you join the channel, you can know automatically that I'll probably see Raynar tonight, and I'll probably see, you know, all these specific different people. Whereas in YouTube, it's kind of a crapshoot. If you actually get enough viewers, period. I mean, you basically are always here, Murray. I mean, you really are. You even came to the awful polyhedral dynamics stream the other night, which was Overwatch, and Tim's voice sounded like Satan reawoke.
Oh, did it really? I missed that one.
It was actually kind of enjoyable. Tim had a millisecond echo.
Oh, okay.
So what that means is also he sounded distant. But you know how Tim does his evil laugh that's kind of creepy?
Yes.
It's got nothing on Tim's millisecond echo evil laugh. I think there's a clip of it saved in the Gentleman's Gank clips right now on the main page.
Nice.
Well, I mean,
So there's a
so is
creeper
Rose
on the
most of
way
the time, Marie. There's a creeper where?
on the way down, and I don't have any ways of killing them.
I mean, you can just get close enough that it blows up without killing you. You can get close enough that it ignites and then run away before it kills you.
Okay. So you don't care about the path down?
No.
Okay.
I mean, as long as there's a path out. Presumably you have enough blocks you can rebuild. Boom. I think that's right. I don't know. I never asked him. I probably should, but it's probably nothing that'll ever happen to me, so I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully he'll remember for the next time that his computer decides to take about 2 steps into the future. Because apparently it didn't sound bad at all to Pierre on Discord, or Tim through his own headphones. But on stream, it sounded horrible. But yeah, I mean, Rose is always playing something while watching. It's a pretty common thing. You treat it as a podcast, sort of. But so those are the differences, or that's what's unique about YouTube. It's got several technological advances and stuff, but it's gonna be hard to get and retain a community. And, you know, subscribers don't mean squat. Just like followers don't mean squat. Like, I've got like 115 followers on this channel. Woo! How many of y'all show up each week? Exactly. So then there's there's Beam. Beam is special in that it's new. It's really new. I think it got bought out by Minecraft. So, or not Minecraft. Technically, also Minecraft. It got bought out by Microsoft. So there's that's interesting because it's now owned by them, and we don't know where it's going to go from there because it hasn't really touched that at all. But Beam's big thing is direct interaction. Yeah, it hasn't made it yet, and it takes a while to make it in software land. Beam boasts 0-second delay. So you know how I'm talking now, and in 15 seconds you're going to hear this? And Beam, I could talk, and we could hold a conversation with no stream delay at all, which is incredibly impressive. And honestly, it's actually held up under a lot of stress. So it's actually been put through the test, and the software works. It also boasts a bunch of stuff like I don't want to kill that. Yeah, it is WoW. It does a lot of things, like you can have it so that when people donate, they can choose what to do to your stream, and it'll actually do something in-game to you. So you can make it so that donate $5 and that gets you a certain number of points, and with those points you can do things like make an enemy helicopter appear and shoot you down, or make a chest appear that could have something good or bad in it, or you know, it's directly changing things. Or maybe you're a jerk and you decide to like blind half the player screen. And streamers can turn on and off those things, but that's part of the reason why people are there, and so you want to be careful about not offering things because they're expected. No, you can't annoy us in real time because we don't use Beam. We could. We have the ability to. We just... That's not the direction we wanted to take. Then there is... the downside of that is that, as you mentioned a moment ago, ain't nobody heard of Beam. It'll get there, and so maybe there's a good thing to coming in on the breaking edge, but it could be a service that just disappears into another one, and then all the work you've made, yay!
Mm-hmm.
How many did you get?
Not sure yet.
Okay, let me know.
I'm at 4.
Oh.
That's all I see.
Yeah. I'm assuming you're digging around it and stuff. Make sure.
Yeah. I'm also picking up a lot of iron and stuff while I'm here.
Well, yeah, me too. I've got at least 22. Yeah, I've got 22 in my inventory. Because I'm digging a different mine.
Oh, okay.
I'm creating a
I'm currently...
proper mine.
I found a cave.
Oh,
and
good.
I'm exploring.
Caves are nice. It's easier to find
Caves
things in
are
those.
Hey, look.
So, you know, part of the problem is that it's so new, nobody knows about it, and it might just not last. They might not be able to keep that up, and Microsoft might just destroy them and turn them into something else, or... Its future is uncertain. Alright, where am I in terms of... Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. So, you know, you gotta be careful about that. Then, of course, there's Twitch. And Twitch is what we chose. I have, you know, on occasion regretted not going with YouTube and just cementing ourselves in that, because that's what we started on. But many of the features that I lust after with YouTube, I don't really care about anymore, and we found workarounds and stuff. So, you know, it's okay. I don't know what Y level I'm at. 40, okay. Interesting. So, Twitch is unique in that it focuses on community. It doesn't focus on, like, live chat or anything, or you know, trying to mess with streamers and stuff. And it doesn't focus on, you know, reaching the maximum audience. It focuses on community.
Like the one we have here.
Yeah. And if you look at Twitch, there are, you know, the streamers who are all over the place, and they're trying to get the max viewers, and people like Mango, or what are some of the bigger ones? Some of the bigger named streamers can get away with that because they were already famous. They were famous before Twitch was cool. But
Really like YouTube.
But what's more than that is, you know, there's more streamers that are like Soren, or like saxophone pit, or some of these either big or not as big name streamers that build up a community around them. They remember everyone's name. They say hi when you show up, and because of that, people come back. It doesn't matter if they're good or not. People come back because they like being a part of that. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna drop 2 of those off. There we go. Yeah, and that's that's typical of more than just you. It's pretty standard at Twitch to want to be heard, to want to have an interaction with the streamer, and I mean, that's kind of what we're here for. Should not have done that. Oh well.
Where are you?
I am currently in the castle. Crafting.
Okay, cool.
Why? What's up?
I'm headed there.
Did you get more?
I have stuff. No.
Hey! Okay. Oh, you made me a pick already.
I did. Yeah.
I left out 2 sticks so that I could make a pick, but with the diamonds you gave
Did
me.
you get the 4th diamond?
I did.
Okay.
I'm actually... Yay! Advancement made. Did you get the diamonds to you? Is that still a thing?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
But I think you would see if I had, wouldn't you?
Probably.
So I guess somehow not.
I doubt that we're ever gonna hit it big, Murray. But yeah, I mean that's pretty standard, and that's why Twitch is nice. It's nice because you build a community, and the community sticks with you even if you go on vacation or something, or things like that. But it does. You never get big, or if you do, then the people that follow you switch out a little. But not just that, there's always those people there, and that building that community is what makes people come to Twitch. So with each of these, not just to sit here and state definitions or something, that this actually, there's a reason for it. When you are streaming, you need to stream to the focuses of what channels you're working with. So, if you're on XSplit, if you're on Twitch, there is a very specific, way that people expect you to act. And you can act differently than that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you're not going to get as far as if you do the standard. Do what people expect you to do. Now, if you can go crazy and really make it, then by all means, if you've got some glorious plan to really make it with something strange, go ahead. But otherwise, there are certain things to be expected. One of which is facecam, which, we don't do. Almost everyone on Twitch does facecam, but as you can see, it's not necessary. It's just kind of an expected standard. None of us have a proper recording area yet for that. So, and some people don't like facecam anyways. But, you know, certain things like interaction with the community, that's a big thing. People expect that. People expect to show up at the stream and be able to talk with the streamer and the streamer to respond. Might not be immediate, and the streamer might, you know, be busy enough with the, you know, 999 other people, because, you know, he's not big, but he ain't small either, that, you know, he has moderators or specific other people to answer those questions. Or maybe he's a, you know, multi-person stream like we are, and thus someone else can interact. Future man. Oh, Tim. Yeah, and there are those people that will make it despite being weird. Tired of digging here. So, you know, if you're on YouTube, you need to just work towards being, like, really strong at solo play, because you don't have to pay attention to the chat in YouTube. And forget the chat. Chat doesn't matter. It's YouTube. Forget that. And just do a really, really strong Let's Play. That's what that's for. If you are on, what's the other one I said?
Microsoft's.
Yeah, Beam. It's actually Beam Pro, technically. If you're on Beam, then definitely pay attention to the chat, but, you know, pander to them, because they can mess you up. And also just be really good before you ever think about going on Beam, because Beam has potential to really screw you up, and if they can, they will, and if they know that they can, they're definitely going to do it more. That's not strictly true. I've watched a fair number of streams of people that are younger. It's I'll get to that later. And then if you're gonna go, you know, that's what you need to worry about if you're going in one of those streams. But what you need to worry about is not like, oh, I don't have a good enough computer, or I don't, you know, I'm not good enough at this game, or anything like that. What you need to care about is having a good time. And you'll find this piece of advice everywhere that people ask, how do I get big on Twitch or something? Stream something you enjoy. Doesn't have to be a game that's particularly good for streaming, although that definitely helps. But if you're really passionate about something, people can notice that. It's like when I play Fire Emblem. There's a pretty big community of Fire Emblem here on Twitch, but it's not. It's a very personal thing. Like, I am choosing what movements I'm going to make. You can't influence that at all. It's very much just me. I'm playing Fire Emblem. And a lot of people dislike that. But because I enjoy it, because Tim enjoys it and Dominic enjoys it, we have a good time and we clearly enjoy it, people show up. That's why people show up to Komodo Reynar's streams, and why the people show up to Saxima Fumpet streams in the thousands. It's a very personal thing that people enjoy watching because these people enjoy it. So that's the main thing. If you're not enjoying a stream, don't stream something because you saw someone else stream it. Like, 1,000 people play Minecraft. 1,000 people play Minecraft on Twitch. You're absolutely going to get views if you stream Minecraft on Twitch. I mean, some of them might be trolls, as we've seen. But you'll always be able to get viewers with Minecraft, even if you're not like particularly great at it. But if you're not enjoying it, they're not going to stay. They're gonna quickly leave and go somewhere else and find someone else who actually enjoys it. And this is true of no matter what. People play Dark Souls. If you don't enjoy Dark Souls, don't play Dark Souls, because nobody's gonna watch your streams. And, you know, we have fun streaming, but ultimately we want people to come watch our streams. Don't be too worried about sound quality and stuff like that. I mean, when we first started, oh boy. If you'd like, you can go back and listen to some of our podcasts. Sound quality was special. It was special.
Everybody has a decent mic now.
Yes, we do. And that's something that, you know, since this became our passion, it's something that we pushed for. You know, I acquired a mic because I love doing this, and Tim recently acquired a mic because he finally got enough money and he's been wanting to do it for a bit. It's, you know, it's something that you can grow into. Don't worry about having an especially good computer. I'm still using my laptop from 5 or 6 years ago. It's just... Dominic actually loves Dark Souls. It's crazy. He's crazy. But he does. Did you go back in the mines?
I did. I had just wanted to make that stop because I've too many
diamonds.
times found the thing and died.
Yeah. Oh.
And since I can constantly hear lava, I just didn't feel safe.
Yeah, no. Makes sense. Yeah, it's okay if your stuff isn't the best for it. You know, people will let that slide if you have something interesting to share. Whether that's, you know, a particularly interesting Let's Play, or just your love for a game, or you're particularly good at, you know, there's always something someone can bring to it. Kristen isn't so directly communicative as I am. But she makes up for it in being willing to do these crazy boring things that I don't want to do. Great stream partner. Everyone can bring something to it. And yes, I did just say you were boring, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, you did. Also, it's your stream, that's why I don't talk much, because you have things you want to talk about, like this.
Not usually. This is kind of a unique thing.
Jon Solo.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about changing the name of that, because it's not really a solo stream with you here. But like, there's always something someone can bring to it, and sometimes you can't do it alone. If Tim tried to do a solo series, which he's saying he might, he's gonna need someone to go with him because he doesn't talk a lot, in case you haven't noticed. And as I mentioned previously, that's one of the things that people are here for. Is the direct communication, the community building. So if you can't do that on your own, then you can always get someone else to join in. So, you know, Tim wants to stream, I'm here for that. Pierre needs someone to bounce his ideas off of. Nicole's there for that. Nicole being his girlfriend who's invisible on Fridays. So, you know, you can always get other people or things to assist you. If you have trouble continuing conversation, try doing improv. Improv is one of those skills that you can actually learn. It's not like drawing, which to me is just impossible if you don't already have the skill. On that subject though, overlays. You can see on screen I've got this beautiful Minecraft overlay that I created. Yeah, things. Use soundboards to make things interesting. If you want to, or if you struggle with stuff. But yeah, improv is relatively easy. Kristen, had you ever done improv really before?
Not
that
really.
Yeah.
I mean, speech class stuff.
I mean, that's a little bit different, because that's improvisational speeches versus improv comedy.
I mean, that was the types of games you used to get used to talking.
Really? Oh, cool. You had a better speech class than I did.
Homeschooling.
Oh, I took mine in college.
Anyways.
But, you know, you can use these other tools, because improv is a tool. It's a tool for, you know, helping you get out of your, you know, comfort zone and talk to people that you normally wouldn't. Cool. One of the gank might be getting a nice new job now soon.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
See you?
It's not. I mean, it's also technically me, but it's just, you know, more self-employment.
Hey.
Another thing is, don't worry about money. I mean, worry about money in the sense of, like, you should work and you should get money to be able to live and stuff.
Have another job starting now.
Yeah. In case you couldn't tell, we're all poor here.
This is why the supermarket exists.
I mean, and you can... The reason why everyone streams at midnight, for the most part, is because the majority of us have day jobs. So, you know, Pierre gets up very early and goes and works all day, and then he's tired and he comes home and he finds time to stream after that. Which is why frequently he's tired and his patience is worn out, but he still loves doing this, and so he continues. So, you know, care about money, but don't care about, like, trying to make money from Twitch. If, you know, do this first because you enjoy streaming. You know, stream a few times, see if you enjoy it, see if someone comes, and then go from there. But back on what I was saying about overlay. I've got this nice pretty overlay. You don't have to have pretty art like this. If you've noticed from the standard Gentleman's Gang stream, it doesn't have a nice pretty overlay. It has our logo at the very top, and that's it. I mean, there's a lot of options in XSplit for making things pretty and having lots of nice art on screen, but it's not necessary. You can do it just fine without any of that. Just put the game in the middle. Make sure you're capturing your own sound. Fun fact about the first time we streamed as a group. Pierre forgot to turn on his mic, and he was the streamer. And so the rest of us could be heard. Pierre could not. And so for the entire stream, we talked to Ghost Pierre.
It was great.
Dank Souls has beautiful art on it. I don't know what you're talking about. I created that overlay myself. Because when it comes down to it, I do all the art. And that's because I've got a lot of practice with it. I didn't start out good. I started out with something that Pierre made, and I altered it until it worked for my purposes. I mean, even this overlay is based on the backbone of something my artist friend Pierre made. Because Pierre is the artist here, not me. But, you know, just practice made it so that I could do this, and then I've made every single overlay that you will ever see on this stream, basically. Polyhedral Dynamics, every Fire Team one, the Gentleman Skank one, the Dank Swolls one, the Yucks one, the Jon Solo one. Every single one of them is made by me. But you know, that's after a lot of work. You don't need to start with that. You don't even need to start with a logo. Although I would say you should have an avatar. You should have an image in. You should have an icon for your avatar, whether it's a picture of you or some hilarious meme you found or something related to your favorite game. I know Saxomuffin uses a memed up picture of one of the worst characters from Fire Emblem. So, actually no, he's got Ephraim, so it's actually a good character. So, yeah, you should definitely have that. It's unnecessary for people that aren't streaming, although I think that if you're moderating, you should have one as well. If you're really into Twitch.
Sorry, I just felt like there was suddenly something in my throat.
Oh, really? Make sure you get that out.
I'll work on it.
Oh yeah, Mini Murray. I have seen an image of that, because that's your Discord image. But yeah, if you've got something for that, you should put it in Twitch, because I think it's such a simple thing that changes a lot. You know, put that in, and there you go. Now you have a thing that actually says, "Hey, this is you." And small touch, but important one. Another thing that, you know, some more art that might matter are things like, if you want, you can put a thing above your, a banner for your stream. So if you look above the stream, there is a big open space there above the stream itself, and that is your banner area. So if you hit edit, you can put one there. It's nice because it gives you a backdrop for your avatar. So if you mouse over my name, you can see that I've got a background on my avatar, and if you go to my page, twitch.tv/caseandmore, then you'll see that it's got its own background thing up on top of it. And you know, it adds a nice little touch, but it's not important. Although if you want to do it, the easiest way of doing it is going to canva.com, C-A-N-V-A. It's free. Hashtag not an ad because I have nothing to do with them except I've used them once. But yeah, there's all sorts of pre-made stuff there that you can use for free, and free is nice. Are you anywhere near the castle?
No, I'm currently in a mine.
Okay, I might ask you to log in a second.
Okay. I really should make a sword.
Yeah.
I'm tired of fighting zombies with my axe.
Dad Axto. Hate getting flint. In. So yeah, it's nice to have these little bits of art. Not necessary, but it is absolutely a bonus. Another is if you look directly beneath the stream, you can see there's one chat, which is, or not chat, the message board thing. If you turn that on, which you can turn on at any time, and it's a nice little. I'm actually gonna open that up real quick. I'm not gonna open up that one though. I'm gonna open up my own. No. Trying to open up something to show you better what I'm talking about.
Well, I found a place with a lot of iron. But there's also a lot of attacky things.
I don't know. This isn't what I want. Window source. Dadgummit. Alright, well. Goodbye, you. You've messed with me for the last time. There we go. And nope, not that far. Twitchception, indeed. There we go. That should be correct. All right, so oh, we're leaving Minecraft for a second, Kristen.
Okay.
But I'm still.
Like I should log out?
No, you're fine. I'm just
okay.
Showing things that are not there.
Gotcha.
Eventually. Okay, so got a couple things here. So up here, this is what I was talking about. We're gonna actually close this. Pause that because I'm hosting someone. Also, host as many people as you can that you enjoy. Host anyone that comes and you want to make friends with, because it's a nice little tip of the hat to them. So yeah, here's just, you know, a normal thing. You can change that by hitting edit there and clicking the thing. You can also change your avatar there. But this is just a nice little touch. And you can see over here, if I mouse over Sax has the dogs over his background, you know, and that's what he has right here. So it's a nice little touch. You have your stream proper, and then you want to definitely turn on channel feed, because that way you can directly, you know, leave messages and stuff. So for example, in Gentleman's Gank, we use that to say if we're not going to be there that night, or, you know, if we've got any particularly big announcements to make, like when we released our ad and our new store, or, you know, when we put out our schedule. And keeping a schedule isn't necessary, but it is a nice touch. Then over here, turning on panels is nice. At least having one that says, hi, your name, a little bit about you, and like when you stream and stuff, if you don't have that somewhere else. So that is very nice. If you're using anybody's music and they say, you know, if it says you don't have to do anything about it, then just use it, you're gold. But if it's by attribution, Creative Commons by attribution or something like that, then you need to have something down here like this, like I have for no copyright sounds. So, you know, just you say thank you, you provide a link to no copyright sounds themselves, and then any other particular information you want to include in there. But like this is super nice stuff, and you don't like this no copyright sound thing. The company itself gives it to you. You can just go to no copyright sounds, and even like the Twitch page, and there's a little thing there of include this banner in your panels, and it's great. Do it. Do the thing. Alright. I'm not gonna go through the settings too much. One thing you want to do is make sure that you have videos saved. There's a particular thing you want to hit to do that. You also probably want to turn on auto mod unless you want a particularly raunchy stream, which most people don't, because it actually turns more people away than it lets them go. You just have it so that when people do it, there's a place where you can, in the settings, which you should just explore the settings. In there you can have it so that people have to agree with your rules, the rules of your chat, before they're allowed to chat. And, you know, all it is a single click, but it tells people what to expect. Yeah, I know. Like here I am over here on the Gentleman's Gank one, and you can see, you know, we've put in our weekly schedule, and then the time before we said, you know, there's a live action video, and you know, we are now Twitch affiliates, and we have a donate button and stuff like that. Nightbot commands are in over here, our extra life info, and then specific things about our different shows, which are unnecessary if you're just a single player person, because if you're just solo and not a group, everything becomes a lot easier. Now, one nice thing is you can, I'm gonna go back to playing now. If you're doing a donate button, or even without, if you just want to have alerts for if you are, you know, if you get a new follower, then there are many options of doing that. You can just Google stream alerts. We use Streamlabs. Streamlabs works fantabulous. It's wonderful. Never had any problems with it. There we go. Trying to think about what else. Oh, so make sure again that you're concentrating on talking to followers. If a game is there's one thing of a good content. So anything is good content if you are good enough at it. If you are an MLG pro at something, then people will come to watch it. If, however, you're not MLG pro, then you probably want to follow a certain set of rules. If you're a solo player, you can play a single-person game, like a single-player view game. Probably don't want to have other people with you, unless they're in the same room with you, because then it gets a little bit boring for them. And how do they interact with the viewers or the stream, because they can't see what's going on. But I don't think that's a problem for you right now. The more rambunctious ones. I'm assuming you mean people that are breaking the rules that you set. There are a lot of ways you can handle that, and they're actually really quite easy. So if someone's not following your rules, one, generally if you're making rules, it's something that's automod's gonna catch, and you should always turn on automod, because automod is amazing. You might have to change what setting automod is on, because automod is native to Twitch. And what automod does is, if you use a something that probably isn't PC, we'll say, it'll catch it. It won't stop it. It'll just hold on to it for a second. And you can choose one of three options. One is to just ignore it. Just don't do anything with it, and it'll stay in sort of purgatory. Then you can deny it, which, sends a message saying, nope, this isn't going through. Or you can approve it, and then it goes through. So if I say, what the crap are you talking about? And it'll catch that because I use the word crap, and for some reason it catches the word crap. I'm just making it easy for myself. Then you can say ignore or just ignore it, and it'll just go into purgatory, and you can decide next time. But if I decide, hey, that's not a problem, I'm just going to approve it, it'll show up there next time, and over time it'll just learn to not catch crap. But if you deny it, then it'll deny it more often and stuff. But you can say, well, crap used in this sentence is fine, but crap not used in this other sentence isn't. You can make your own decisions. That's what's nice about automod. It doesn't just say, oh, the word crap, bad. It says the word crap, master, tell me. If someone breaks the rules more times than just the once, then you do what I did yesterday. Which is, if you click on someone's name in chat, you can see underneath their name, I don't know if you actually have the ability and stuff. Luckily it doesn't catch check. That is true.
Can you log?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No problem. So there's things like you can time out, which times them out for 600 seconds, which is 10 minutes. You can time people out for less, but you have to put in a command and stuff, so it's kind of annoying. So there's just a button for timeout. There's a button for ban, which is a little bit more permanent, considering they're always gone then. No, it was in there so that you could see, but you might not be able to see, based off of the streamer. But then you can have moderators as well. And, you know, just find someone you trust, you know, one of your friends that shows up or another streamer. Like, you could make me a mod. And just whenever I show up to your streams, if I see anyone that's not following your rules, I can hit, you know, no, deny for the auto mod, or I can time out people, or, you know, I can do those things for you so that you can pay attention to just the playing of the game and the chatting, and not having to discipline people. Hey Kristen, have you seen my hole?
I have not. Give me a moment to.
What about my other hole?
I don't know what holes you're referencing at all.
Well, come see me when you're done with whatever you're doing.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how you handle them. Is Twitch gives you all the tools you need. You know, if someone's really causing a problem, and automod is just struggling to, you're struggling to keep up with automod and approving things, time them out. That it sends a message that's very permanent of just chill out, bro. And if they're still like that when they come back, time them out again. And, you know, maybe on the third time, if they're really not getting the idea, ban them, and they'll be gone. But they're also not people that you wanted in your channel anyways, if they're being obnoxious like that.
Where are you?
Outside the castle.
Me too.
Wrong direction. Heyo.
Hi.
You just went into the nothingness. Oh, there you're back. Okay. So, here's one. This is gonna be the official mine.
It looks official. There was a random, like, dangerous hole, so I did a spiral staircase on the edge of it and went down and looked around it.
Gotcha. Then there's another hole over here.
Oh.
What's up?
I was showing you the hole I was talking about.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Was there anything interesting down there?
Not really.
Okay.
Creepers spawning out of nowhere, it seemed like.
Yeah. Alright. So you're familiar with this hole, because you've done most of it. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, now come